Robert Louis Stevenson once famously said that wine is bottled poetry. And to discuss poetry with me, I have Mr. Lucio Matricardi from Italy.
Yes, exactly. In fact, in Italy we say that il vino è la chiave del paradiso.
Which, when translated, means wine is the key to paradise. All that poetry already, and we haven't even tasted a drop yet.
Absolutely.
Lucio Matricardi's association with Big Banyan wine started in 2005. This delightfully unstoppable Italian is a master winemaker for the company and brings with him the expertise of the viticulture department of the University of Milan. Big Banyan is a premium wine division of the Paul John enterprise. The group has a presence in luxury hospitality in the Kumarakom Lake Resort in Kerala and the Paul in Bangalore. Something tells me there must be a big banyan tree somewhere near the vineyard or the corporate headquarters of the group, and hence the name.
And you are absolutely right. The big banyan tree is 300 years old.
So I think we should raise a toast to that, shall we?
Absolutely, yes.
Salute.
Salute. Salute.
We first sniffed and then swirled the cool Rosa Rosa. But before I could take my first sip, Lucio taught me something new.
You have to listen to the wine. Because the wine is speaking to you. Yes, exactly. It's speaking to you. The color tells you a lot of things. I always say that to drink the wine is like to read the book. There is history.
Poetry, poetry, and more poetry. Well, as I found out, Lucio is from the land of Romeo and Juliet, so you can expect no less from him. And just as he said, when I raised the glass to my ear, I could hear the sound of the waves. This refreshing and elegant rosé is made with Zinfandel grapes. It's soft and feminine, and as Lucio says, a typical lunch in Italy begins with a drop of this.
For sure, the rosé is a very soft wine. So at the beginning of the lunch, we like to start with something very light, that then we pair with some appetizer.
So we sipped away merrily and began our little feast with olives, a variety of cheese and breads. Once our palates were ready, Lucio gallantly opened a bottle of Chenin Blanc for our Il Primo, or first course, of spaghetti napolitana. Nice al dente spaghetti with a delicious sauce made of cherry tomatoes, basil, black olives, garlic and Parmigiano cheese. And Lucio kept up his steady, disarming chatter. How can you not be swept off your feet if a man says things like this?
And Chenin Blanc is a wine that I like to call a Lolita. Like
hello, Mr. Humbert.
I like to call it Lolita because it's a wine that has a very enjoyable, fresh, tropical character with aroma of peach and apricot.
Lucio said that the Chenin Blanc literally tiptoes in your mouth. What an apt description, because it surely did. Tiptoed in my mouth with its smooth, gentle, minerally flavor. Mr. Dante also taught me that wine in the bottle is in a state of sleep, and when the bottle is opened, it awakes and needs to breathe. Isn't that beautiful? So while we waited for our second course, or Il Secundo, we not only talked about wine, but also about pasta and Mediterranean cooking. So far, what a nice afternoon. Then came the most beautiful wine I've ever tasted in my life, a Sauvignon Blanc, made from a variety of grape that's shy and therefore needs the shade, as Lucio said. So now let me see if I've been a good student.
Yeah, okay, so tell me what you feel. Actually, what you listen.
I am under a scanner.
Okay. Okay, salute.
Salute.
With your blessings, let me see if I can figure this out. Oh, capsicum.
Exactly. Sauvignon has this green character.
And jasmine.
Exactly. A little bit of white flower aroma.
And peaches again.
Peach, exactly. If in the Chenin Blanc we found a little bit more riper character.
Not butterscotch also, a little bit?
Little bit, of course.
So we sipped the fruity and green wine and all was going well until I said something totally duh.
Now, I know this might sound most unpoetic, but does it also taste of capsicum because it grows near a capsicum patch or something?
Not at all.
I killed all the romance and poetry with that, didn't I?
Of the two whites, I prefer the Sauvignon Blanc. It has more character and is more complex. We then graduated to the Il Secondo course and I had a plate of rice with mutton while Lucio had a steak.
And the reason why I chose to have rice is to see whether wine can be paired with Indian food, because it's not really a part of our culture.
You know, wine is unique because it's able to speak any language. So you can match wine with any food, not just with continental or Mediterranean food. Actually, it's fantastic with Indian food. Of course, you always need to find the right partner to the dish. And so here we have now two different reds that we are going to discover.
The spicy medium-bodied Shiraz and the very aged, full-bodied and mature Cabernet Sauvignon, which Lucio called the wild horse.
So we should let the wild horse loose.
Oh, of course.
And thereafter had an even more gallopingly good time. Lucio also taught me how to read the nail of the wine, the gradual deepening of colors from light amber at the top to deep garnet closer to the base of the glass, which tells you the age of the wine and its character.
And now you can use the words you were using before.
Smells like old leather.
Oh, exactly.
I was dying to say
exactly.
that. How about an old dog?
Old dog? No, old dog is little. No, but here, tobacco, white, some plum, dry plum, some black olive, dry tomato. You feel the dry tomato?
Gosh, it's really strong.
Tobacco, tomato, dry cherry, jammy of cherry, jammy of cherry. Kiss.
Even wood, like an old bookshelf.
Exactly.
That's nice.
That is really nice.
I like the old bookshelf.
You inspire me.
I inspire him? It's the other way around, really. We ended the meal and the tasting, which by now I really didn't want to end. Lucio reached out for the dessert wine made of the very aromatic Moscato grapes, which are picked and put in a crate and kept under the sun till all the water evaporates, leaving this golden elixir, which is almost oleaginous and honey sweet. We paired this with a soft, fluffy fruit gâteau.
It is bellissimo.
It's bellissimo,
It is.
you see?
They're quite
I can see your eyes smiling.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised at all if my eyes were shining, because I felt I'd taken a nice bracing walk through the big Banyan vineyards with the sun on my face and Lucio by my side. But before I get too carried away, we should thank Mr. Prakash of the Courtyard by Marriott.
You know, you must enjoy wine as if it's a member of your family. So as Lucio has taught me, come una famiglia italiana.
Bellissima e anche bravissima. Salute.
If you want to go on a date with one of the foodies, just answer this question. Chakra Pongal is the traditional recipe of which place? A. Andhra Pradesh, B. Bangalore, or C. Italy? Send in your answers to feedback@ndtv-hindu.com.